Well, take number 67. No, just kidding. But this is real deal. You think you're just gonna get it in one shot, and I'm really not trying to edit and cut a whole bunch because that is not my expertise, not my realm of expertise. I'm just getting familiar with Premiere Pro. You'll see the little trickery that I did in this video, and that's about the extent of my ability. I don't want to deal with cutting and fading a whole bunch of pieces together. So anyway, welcome. This is RizeWize Growthcast, the series that provides in-depth insight into the future of business operations around the world and boots-on-the-ground coverage of current industrial revolutions. We will heavily cover the ongoing trials and tribulations of a grassroots ag movement that is cannabis and hemp, with an ode to our culture and our friends and family, mom and pop farmers, those that have brought this plant to fruition for the world and that are really being snuffed out by big companies, big money, corporate interests, no different than every other industry. And folks, now more than ever, if you can't see what's going on around you and how these type of things are really devastating to the very fiber of our being, especially as a culture, then we all need to wake up a little bit. And this is a series that's basically combining professionalism, culture to create a hybrid of the future of business. And I really truly believe that hemp and cannabis can pioneer that type of culture, being a standard and a staple within industries throughout the world. So we will be leading the conversation on cutting-edge topics like plant-based medicine, virtual collaboration, omnipresence, and cloud-based content delivery. You know, viral content distribution. I know nobody likes that word viral right now, but these partners have amassed billions of views, and you know, we're working with leading AR and VR innovators that will blow your mind. And I quote, blow your mind. Like, it is awesome. We're excited to see virtual farm tours from cannabis and hemp farms come to fruition. Give me a shout if you want to make that happen. We've got the partners to do it, and we're definitely needing to take every opportunity that we can right now to stay relevant in the consumers' minds and in our followers' minds throughout this stay-at-home period. And it's scary, the lack of marketing ability, the lack of clear communications. Of course, every other thing within the industry, compliance and taxation and all these things are already a hindrance. So we're adding to those with this pandemic in a big way. But we'll be discussing how those innovations will affect the future operations of every industry around the world. We'll also have episodes and interviews with leaders in sustainability, such as rainwater catchment specialists, sustainable packaging designers, regenerative farming experts, grassroots ag movements, carbon sequestration pioneers. And speaking of grassroots ag movements, our first official episode should be dropping next week, and that is an episode that is going to be major. And it is covering the history of the Granges and the resurgence of the Granges within the grassroots farming community. And we're talking all farming, all agriculture. But the main focus here is cannabis and hemp, again, because that is the culture that I come from. Now, this episode, we are going to be interviewing Vince Scholten, who's the president of the Hessel Farmers Grange in Sebastopol, California. And we have the first approved, nationally and state approved, cannabis and hemp farmers grange. So it's a major shift. And if you tune in for that, you'll learn about the history of the granges, what they did. They created a whole third party back in the late early 1900s, and they amassed 2 million followers in that era or something like that, to push back toward the banks and the railroad, big corporate. So please stay tuned, y'all. If you can head over to the Patreon page and support, I'm going to pull that up right now so you guys can see that. Reading some off my notes there because it's a great summary. So this is the Patreon page, RizeWize Growthcast, and there's different membership levels. I want to get everyone as involved as possible, so I'm really open to any ideas that you guys have. Membership tiers from 5, 10, 25, 50 even a month, because we're going to want to do some actual workshops and bring on these professionals. If you really love an episode that I do, please let me know, and we'll bring that person on and we'll get a workshop going, or we'll do live Q&A. We'll support with various metrics like that. Please, you'll find all my socials there. If you can support in any way, shape, or form, this is a labor of love. Every little bit helps, and I really am here to bring solutions to the industry. And these are big conversations that we're having with big industries throughout the world, and I really need your support to make it happen. So please shoot on over. All my socials are there. You can find me at RizeWize_CannaConnector on Instagram, and at RizeWize Growth on Facebook, and various others. But again, all the links are there on the Patreon page. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I look forward to being here. I'm going to leave you guys with a final thought. I've thrown this quote in my other takes, but one that has been really resonating with me lately is exponential growth happens when we work together, because therefore we double and quadruple our values. And that is just real, folks. We can stay in our zone, or we can expand and unite. So let's make it happen. Thank you, guys.